Welcome to the Mindset Architect Podcast, where it's all about creating the life you want, the business you want, and making a real difference. Join us in unlocking the code to true success. And now your host, Tony Caliendo, Master Coach with Rethink Coaching.
Welcome to the Mindset Architect Podcast, episode number 6. I'm Tony Caliendo, Master Coach at Rethink Coaching, and I am so excited to be here today to introduce you to two really powerful thoughts and tools that have made a huge impact on myself personally, my business, and many of the clients that we have the privilege of coaching. So I want to talk to you about two things. One is intention, and one is gratitude. And they really do go beautifully together and working in sync with each other when it comes to creating the life that you desire or creating a life that you want to live by intention. So, it's really no secret. If you spend any amount of time with me, you'll understand that I have a very phenomenal life that I created, and it was by intention, not by default. And I learned that early on from one of my favorite coaches. And we set an intention in our lives that we would be able to live in multiple cities, not just one city, and that we would choose to live in cities that we love, Santa Fe, and there's a couple areas in Southern California that we absolutely love. And so we set that intention. Now, at the time we set the intention, we had no idea how it was going to happen, yet we were confident and congruent with the intention we were setting, and we did it. And the how showed up, and here I am living a really phenomenal life. And that's not to be bragging. It's really not. It's to share with you that it's possible for you to set an intention about your business, about your life, about anything that you want, and that you have the ability to achieve it by setting the right intention. So let's spend a little bit of time digging a little bit deeper on intention, and then we'll flip over to gratitude. So intention really to me is energy, right? It is about putting out a particular energy into the world, into the universe, to your higher power, energy, creator, God, whatever you consider your source. For me, it's God, for putting it out there and knowing that the energy you put out is the energy that you receive. And so intention is definitely an energy and a choice to achieve. And it's really important that we become clear on that. The other thing about intention is, I believe in my spiritual beliefs, and I also believe that when you set an intention, you can co-create your life with your creator. You can co-create the experiences that you have by setting a simple intention. And that is what I love about it. Intention rules everything. Intention is the way that we accomplish things, one of the ways that we accomplish things. I just really love that intention rules every outcome. And I have it written down and wanted to make sure I shared it with you. Intention rules every outcome. So we've talked a lot in these podcasts about impacting the results that you get in your business and your life and how you can contribute to that by co-creating. And this is one way. So intention is incredibly, incredibly powerful. The other thing that I love about intention is, a lot of times this happens with my private clients that I coach. We have our goal, which I think goals and intentions, again, are very similar to each other, right? I've set an intention of what I'm going to achieve, which is helping me design my life by intention versus default. So a lot of times the client will set that intention and they do the work, because, we can't just put the intention out there and magically sprinkle some, fairy dust and things show up. We have to do the work, and they're doing the work, but they will talk to me, text me, call me, whatever, and say, the strangest thing happened. Out of the blue, this person showed up. I was at the grocery store. I accidentally hit them with a grocery cart. We ended up talking, and I found out they just moved here and they need to buy a house. But that wasn't what I did today in terms of my lead generation or my activities, but it just randomly showed up. It didn't accidentally or coincidentally show up. It's a synchronicity created by your intention. And that is where the power comes in. So I personally would highly encourage and invite you to set an intention before each activity that you do, because we're placing our order with the universe. We are placing our order for the day, for the week, for the month, for the quarter, for the year with the universe. And it's really important to do that because something's going to get delivered to you anyway. Why not be intentional about it? Ask for what you truly desire, what your intention is. And it's amazing how when you're clear with that and you put that out there, how it shows up. So I would encourage that you look at your morning routine and set what the intention is for the day. Look at your bigger goal, your bigger intention. Remind yourself of what the intention is. And for me, it was just reminding myself of the intention of having a bigger life that allowed me to work in multiple cities and to enjoy living in cities that I truly loved and that were important to me. And here I am in one of them today in beautiful Santa Fe. So it works. Intention's really important. And I always use this example because I want you to understand the power of asking for exactly what you want to the universe through intention. If you and I went out to dinner, and let's say we chose a steak restaurant. So sorry if you're vegan, but for the sake of the example, we're going to take about steak. Maybe it's a cauliflower steak, but we go out for a steak dinner together. And the server comes over to take our orders. All right. And you order ribeye, medium, loaded potato, cream spinach, and a Caesar salad. And they write down your order. They come to me and I say, I'll have dinner. They write down dinner. What do you think is going to come out when the meal is ready? You're most likely going to get about 95% chance that it's going to be correct. You're going to get what you ordered. Your intention was to order a ribeye made medium with a loaded potato and cream spinach and a Caesar salad. And guess what showed up? Your order. I, on the other hand, got whatever the heck they wanted to do. I got served with whatever because I didn't order specifically. I didn't set a specific intention. So that's the power of an intention. I cannot express that enough to you, the importance of what's my intention today. For my real estate agent clients that are listening, my entrepreneurs that are listening, the intention may be to meet somebody new, to add them into our database, to grow our book of business. The intention could be to secure a high priority lead that's looking to do something with you in the next 30 days. Whatever the intention is, set it and become clear with what it is. Write it down. This is something I would encourage you to do as a morning routine, a morning ritual, and you potentially add this to your journaling, which I've encouraged repeatedly. You add it to your journaling exercise. So that's intention. And I am living proof that setting an intention and living a life by intention, not by default. So getting exactly what you want for dinner versus whatever the kitchen's going to deliver. I'm living proof that it can happen. And then it can happen by just spending some time with setting the right intention. I love synchronicities that happen because of intentions that are set and things just happen. And then when you put it together, you realize it was because you set a goal, because you set to live or have a business with specific intention. So intention. I love it. I love it. Love it. The other thing I want to talk to you about is gratitude. And it's really important. And I think it's overlooked a lot. And there's a couple of reasons why I love gratitude. Number one, if you're looking to change the energy of your thoughts in your brain, gratitude is a great way to do it. It's proven that you cannot state or be stating things that you are grateful for and be in a negative headspace. You just can't. Your gratitude expression and thoughts and recall or creation are going to fire off the happy hormones. They're going to fire off the happy hormones in your brain, in your body, and it is virtually impossible to experience a negative thought, feeling, or action when you're stating and being in a space of gratitude. It is a huge game changer. And gratitude is something, again, that I don't know if we put enough attention to or intention to. And so I'm going to invite you to really think about where you are in your life about expressing gratitude, because this is what I believe. Until I am grateful for everything that I have, why would God, higher power, universe, whatever you believe in, send me any more? I mean, I'm not grateful for what I have, so why would I get something else? Because chances are I'm not going to be grateful and appreciate it either, and it's going to kind of fall on me and be wasted on me. So I really do believe until you are grateful for what you have, you're limiting your ability to receive more. And gratitude is such a game changer. So I'll share another example with you. A few years ago, entered into a business with some people that I was very close to, and it didn't quite go the way that I thought it would. Some things happened, and it just ended up being a really bad situation. And I was very upset. It was two important people in my world, but I was very upset with it, and I was feeling a little anger. And I remember the words of one of my old coaches who said, if you're pissed off or you're angry about something, have a 5-minute funeral and get over it. And that's exactly what I did. I sat in a place and just kind of vented, was not happy, got it out of my system. And then I immediately switched to gratitude. What am I grateful for? What have I learned? What am I now able to do that I wasn't able to do in that partnership? And that energetically changed everything for me. It got me to thinking clearer. It got me to being excited again. It got me to where I am today. Had that moment happened, I wouldn't be here doing what I'm doing today. So I'm forever grateful for that. And so sometimes gratitude comes out of your darkest places. And I want you to think about that. Every dark cloud, every unpleasant, disempowering situation, there is something within that to be grateful for, whether it's a lesson, a revelation of something, an opportunity, a closed door that helps open another door. There is always something that we can find gratitude about in our darkest moments. And so the power of gratitude when you're not in a dark moment is equally as important. So what can you do? A couple things that I have learned through my coaches and through previous years is to be intentional about gratitude. And so we have, if you don't know me, you're going to know soon enough, I am a huge coffee lover. I probably drink more than my doctor would like me to drink, yet it's just part of who I am, and I enjoy it. And so I'm a huge coffee drinker. Why am I telling you this? Because next to our coffee maker, so I push the button, it does the grind thing, and then the hot water, and out comes the perfect cup of coffee. But it takes a moment. It's not instant. And in that moment, we have a gratitude jar next to the coffee maker. I take a moment to write down a few things that I'm grateful for. 2 or 3 things that I'm grateful for while my perfect cup of coffee is brewing. And that puts me in a state of, because this is all happening within probably a minute of waking up. So, I hand right to the coffee maker. It's happening pretty quickly after waking up. And I'm forcing my unconscious brain to experience gratitude. I'm forcing it to, or it could experience something like this. Why is it taking so long to make the coffee? The coffee's not as hot as I thought it would be. I'm really in a hurry. I got to go. And my unconscious could be creating a negative story for me, which is going to set the tone for the rest of the day. So truly within minutes of waking up, I am writing down things that I'm grateful for while I get my cup of coffee. That coffee is a reward for me, or an enticement, if you will, to sit down and do my journaling, because I don't allow myself to have coffee if I'm not going to be journaling. It's just the thing I do in the morning. And when I go to journal, I'm journaling about my intentions, journaling about a lot of things, but I take another moment and I journal about 5 things that I have immense gratitude for. The coffee might seem simple, right? I'm grateful for the technology that allows me to have an amazing cup of coffee in the morning. Yet what I'm really grateful for is that somebody created this amazing machine in Italy. I was able to buy it and have it shipped to me here in the United States. That I have the resources to buy these amazing beans that I use in this maker. And then I've got the financial resources to purchase the beans, to pay for the electricity, to pay for the machine, and to have the water to add to it. So a simple thought of gratitude can actually go very deep. And so that's what I'm going to invite you to do in your journaling, is to really sit with 5 things that you're deeply grateful for. And it's okay. In the beginning, this is a new muscle that we're exercising. It might be the coffee cup, or the coffee in the cup. It could be a series of things, but the practice of gratitude and the impact it has on our brain is what we're after. The other thing that I do in my journaling and my morning commitments with my intention is that I intend to identify 5 things throughout the day that I experience gratitude around. And this is really powerful because it turns my brain on to be looking for those things on an unconscious level. And so have I not been doing this, I would miss out on some of the most amazing gratitude moments during the day because I wasn't paying attention and I wasn't honoring it. So I set the goal every morning, my intention, and I set the goal to find 5 things that I am grateful for throughout the day. And then at the end of the day, when I'm unpacking what happened and I review my day every day, I can sit with what are the 5 things that I experienced today that I'm grateful for. And what's happening again is I'm changing the energy in my brain, because it is impossible to be in a negative space when you are expressing gratitude. So I've expressed it twice in the morning and once at a high level at night, and I've experienced it 5 times throughout the day. And I'm now aware of those 5 times because I've set that goal or that intention to experience things that I'm grateful for. So gratitude is really pretty powerful. There's a great book, and I love. I didn't used to be this way, but I love to read, and I love to learn, and I love to be coached. And one of the books that I read, and I say that in quotes, I listened to, is a book called Simple Abundance, and this book was written around gratitude and the impact that it can have on your life and your business and your abundance. And so Simple Abundance is the name of the book, and the author is Sarah Von Bronick. And it's spelled very different than what it sounds. So just, Google it, go to Audible, whatever your source is, Amazon, and type in Simple Abundance and it'll come up. I really recommend this is a great read or a great listen because it teaches you about simple abundance, and that happens through expressing gratitude. Our abundance can come from being grateful, whether it's financial abundance, happy abundance, joyful abundance, life abundance, whatever it is, can be created by simply being intentional. There's that intention again about the things that we're grateful for and honoring that. I will tell you, it's been a game changer. As soon as I became grateful for what I had, I started receiving more. Because my belief is God was like, yep, he's got it. He's grateful for that. Let's give him some more. He's acknowledging it. He's honoring it. It's not being taken for granted. It's time to give him some more. And it's made a game changer. So those 2 things, intention and gratitude, I'm going to invite you to do every single day. Set your intention for the day, set your intention for the month, the quarter, the half year, the year, for the 10 years, whatever it is, set that intention. And really, before you do any activity, I always ask myself, what's the intention? Before I did this podcast and was taking my notes and creating it, I asked myself, what's the intention? When I was practicing real estate, when I would do an open house, I would always set an intention for that open house. And gosh darn, if it didn't show up. So everything you do, I'm inviting you to think about, what's the intention? What is the intention of this activity? What is it going to bring me to? And what do I want it to be? And place that order. Remember, place the order of what you want through your intention. And then the other thing I'm going to invite you to do is some ritual around gratitude. And for me, I do it in the morning, I do it at night, and then throughout the day, I am very aware of things that I'm grateful for. And so I trigger that happy hormone a lot because I take a moment and I respect the gratitude and acknowledge what has come my way. So 2 things I'd invite you to do: an intention in the morning for what you intend your day to be, and an intention before you do each activity. because you're getting really specific with what the intentional outcome is, and that can bring you exactly what you want, meaning the universe, that energy. So intention, gratitude, two biggies. A lot of times not given the energy or attention that they deserve. And I'm going to ask you to trust in this. And if you just do this, add this to your morning ritual, which we've already talked about, I promise you that your business and life will look different in less than 90 days. But we're going to give it 90 days because it takes a moment to develop a habit, takes a moment to grow some new muscles. Intention and gratitude are new muscles. It's going to take a minute. Give yourself 90 days of practicing intention and gratitude. And I promise you, your business will be better and your life will be better. Thanks for being here. As always, I'm going to ask for a huge favor. Comment, like, share the podcast with somebody that you think needs to hear this message today. Deliver it to them so that they get to experience and become intentional about intention and gratitude. If you have a question, drop it in the comments. Happy to answer it. If you want to reach me directly, Tony@rethinkcoaching.com. Tony@rethinkcoaching.com is the way to get a hold of me. Feel free to reach out, and I'm happy to help you any way I can. So we're going to set the intention to have an amazing week until I see you again next week, next podcast. I'll talk to you soon. Make it a great day. If you enjoyed listening to this podcast, you must come check out the Mindset Architect Group Coaching Program. It's our monthly program where we explore the power of your mindset, help you identify what you truly want in business and life, and then help you reach those goals. Come check us out at rethinkcoaching.com/group-program. That's rethinkcoaching.com/group-program. We'll see you there.